What's the craziest thing you've ever done on camera? I know you have some stories.
I got
What? Today we're looking at a video when an ungrateful woman gets put in her place. And this video comes to us courtesy of Alpha Central. They are linked in the description. Go and check them out. And let's just go ahead and jump right into the video.
What's up? Welcome back to Alpha Central. I'm your host, Jack, and today we're taking a look at when women get rejected and men stop simping. Let's dive right in, right after you subscribe, of course.
Disclaimer, this video was made for strictly comedic/artistic purposes. No offense is intended towards any individual featured in this video.
No, thank you. No! Why not?
Go ahead, B.
I'm like one of your biggest fans. Come on. I've been watching you for years.
Not me.
B, look how beautiful
Must
this girl
be
is.
talking about somebody else, but not me, huh?
Has a guy ever reacted this way to
No,
you?
never. I'm like quite shocked, actually.
She could not believe Beetlejuice didn't want a picture with her. About time she gets humbled.
My body count is I'm actually, I re-virginized myself and found Jesus. So I'm actually at -2 right now, currently. Yeah.
What was it before you got re-Jesused?
Oh, it was just 0. 5.
Yep.
Now I'm at -2 because God forgave me.
For 7,
No, for 5.
but that's not good math.
What math are you mathing?
You said -2.
Yeah, because God forgave me for the -2 that I shouldn't have done.
So does that mean the next 2 don't count?
No, it means I'm waiting for marriage because I found God in Jesus.
The second I heard re-virginized myself, I just spit out all my drink. These women are making up new terms just to prove themselves.
Kiss or slap?
Kiss or slap? Are you kidding me? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
So angry.
She captioned this one, "Why was he so angry?" Probably because you're asking a random stranger to kiss and slap your behind.
Yeah, you a real white girl. I just want to Yeah. Don't want no more Kardashian.
I mean, guys, you know, this is the kind of reality we're stuck in right now, where you have people who just go onto the streets and go after random men like, hey, do you want to, do this to me or do that to me? And it's completely a setup because we're told do not approach random women, do not say certain things to random women, but it's okay if a woman comes up to you and does this. So it's never okay for a man to sexualize a woman, but it's always okay for a woman to sexualize herself and attempt to sexualize herself and force a man to sexualize her when she so desires. This just illustrates that everything that we are told is complete hypocrisy. And that's one of the reasons why men are walking away, or some men are going MGTOW and saying they want to live separate lives entirely.
Them Kardashian. We want pure white women.
Okay.
Yeah, they like country music, pop rock, and her granddad to have a problem with you coming over.
What's the craziest thing you've ever done on camera? I know you have some stories.
I got
What?
I got peed on.
Where were you when you got peed on? Was it in the shower?
Yeah, it was in the shower, and I rinsed off like right after, but I got peed on. I've also drank
That's freaky.
at the Kentucky Derby.
At the Kentucky Derby, you drank pee?
Yeah.
How did you do that?
My friend that I was with had to pee. He had just finished his whiskey drink. So he peed in the cup. And then I was like, I should drink it because I like pee.
No. Who stopped it right now? I ain't got to go no more See, them white grandma them say, boy, you better stop dating them white girls. Man, no, man,
You voluntarily drank pee?
I voluntarily drank.
I mean, guys, this is the reality we are now living in. And this is what they talk about in the Bible, where God has given them over to their sins. If you look at what's going on with Gen Zers, this is the fact that, these are all young women, are supposed to be young women, and they all look extremely older. They look a lot older. And the reason why they look much older than they really are is because of the lifestyles that they're living. Like, the streets will age you. People do not understand. Hard living will age you. Eating fast food all the time. Living on the street, spending all your time on the streets, not sleeping, always covering yourself in makeup. Makeup damages your skin. And the way that these women are living, like going through all these different guys and experiences, that is aging you physically and mentally. 100%. You can often look at women who've been in the adult industry, and you can see how quickly they begin to decline rapidly. And the reason why is because they are taxing their bodies. They're not able to pair bond, and also their immune systems are becoming weaker because of all the different foreign genetic material that they are coming in contact with. It is not healthy. It is not normal. Women are actually designed to pair bond with one man for the rest of their lives. And it's intriguing. Like, for example, there are studies that find that when a man's genetic material goes into a woman, it will actually make its way to a woman's brain and even burrow into her brain, which is designed to help her to pair bond with that individual for life. But because of the way that modern society is now, women are, they have all of this different genetic material that's attempting to do this. This weakens the immune system. This creates schizophrenia and mental illness. It creates a series of different problems. And of course, women are told that this is their choice. This is wonderful. This is freedom. But look at what the freedom has gotten to women. Women in Western society today have the shortest lifespan of all women over the course of the last 100 years. They're passing away faster than women who were born in the year 1928. And the only reason why it's 1928 is because we cannot go back any further than that, because those are the last group of people that are like still alive that we can track. Okay, they have a lower well-being than women who were born in 1928. They have a higher chance of mortality during pregnancy than women who were born in 1928. Okay, so they have women today in modern society with all of our technology have a higher chance of passing away during childbirth than women who were born in 1928, almost 100 years ago. How is that even possible? I want you to make that make sense. But then when you realize how unhealthy so many of these people are today, okay, and then you start to begin to understand why this is actually happening.
She actually fit his criteria very well until she came out with that outlandish story.
If we had a fight, how would you make it up to me? Contestant number 1.
Hey, how are you?
I missed you.
So I would gaslight you into you thinking you're the problem, and then I would abuse you emotionally till you get to a point where you only get satisfaction from me and if I tell you you look good or anything like that, and then I would start slightly treating you better so you think I'm changing. And then it would be this off and on until you're almost hooked for life. And I'm almost like a to you, where even when you're not around me and we break up, like you're yearning for me like nicotine. Oh, and if that doesn't work, I'd go to a movie.
If all else fails, a movie, okay.
All right, who are you most attracted to?
The first one, the black jacket.
If this doesn't prove that nice guys always finish last, I really don't know what does. Bro made his own Balenciaga and she didn't have a clue of what her bracelet really was.
He's having the ribs.
Okay.
Because we're going to share.
Nah.
No, but this is a big problem. I like to pick off of other people's plates.
She's gonna have the ribs, and then can I have a steak, please?
We didn't agree that, but okay.
So you're stubborn then, yeah?
I get my own way every time.
Every time?
Every time.
Oh, hell no! Why do you think that a woman eats off a man's plate? The reason why she eats off a man's plate is to establish dominance and letting him know very early on, from the moment out of the gate, that she can take what's his and he will surrender immediately. It's a psychological thing. Women don't like if a man eats off her plate. That's why a woman typically does not offer to share her food and say, "Would you like to taste my chicken?" or this and this. No. She wants to taste the man's food. They'll play it off. "Oh no, we're just girls." And no. She doesn't give a damn. She wants to eat it. She immediately tries to eat off his plate to determine whether or not he's the type of guy that she could take advantage of. She's establishing dominance right off the bat, and also determining whether or not she can take what's his and he won't put up a fight, and observing if he argues or whatever. This is what they do. And if you say no to a woman and she starts to shame you, I'm telling you right off the bat, she never liked you to begin with. If you're dealing with a woman who you have to argue with, who you have to play games with, who you have to, use manipulation tactics, who you have to lie to and be toxic with, you need to avoid that relationship entirely. There's a great big world out there. When you go to the Philippines, you go to the hotel right away with the girl. That's her foot in her. That's her foot in the door. You get physical intimacy right away. That's her foot in the door. And then from there, she starts to feed you. She cooks for you. She cleans for you. She makes sure that your balls are empty and your belly is full. She starts to add value immediately so that you will accept her, so that you will stick around, so that she starts to create actual value, something that women in Western society don't do. Like most women, they don't tell you this, but sometimes if you give them enough time, they will tell on themselves. If they don't like you, they will make you spend more on them. The less they like you, the more they demand of you. It's a sad truth, but it is a truth that a lot of men need to understand. It is better to be alone than to feel alone. Some people will say, well, if you're surrounded by all these women and they're all saying that they don't like you, then it must be you, right? Or is it that it's all the women around you that are toxic because of a toxic culture that's invaded their society? By the way, guys, check out my newsletter for my personal thoughts and insights. There's a link to a description of the video. It's weekly, and it's awesome. And also, if you want to support the channel and get access to exclusive content, check out our locals community at angrygalaxy.com. That is also linked in the description of the video. Wow. It is unfortunate, the reality that we're seeing right now, but it is a reality that women have formed and created for themselves. What do you think regarding all of this, guys? When an ungrateful woman gets put in her place, she does not like it. Let me know your thoughts, and we'll talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA. Men walking away. And cheers.